were believing her.
I'm glad, like, we could kind of clear things up. I don't know. I wanted to talk to you a lot last night just to kind of understand.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you, but I was just so fucking tired. Sorry for being pissed off, but, like, you know, I was just, like, fed so many lies.
And I understood you.
I am slowly catching up with 6 episodes. Well, off today, we're 5 episodes back. So hopefully I should catch up soon. But anyway, thanks everyone for your support and for watching my videos. So we catch up with the Islanders. For me personally, I don't get it. I really don't understand what Lucy's goal is. Is it to stay in the villa, or is it to play the guys and the girls against one another so that she leaves the island as the villain with a lot of clout? Make it make sense. I'm happy that finally Jana is reining it in. She's managing to sort of gather herself together so that she can keep going, because there's no way she can continue to sort of spaz out indefinitely. And I'm here for Gabby and Jonathan. The fact that they waited until the following morning and had a civilized conversation which was emotionally intelligent, and they were able to see through whatever Lucy was trying to sell them, amazing. That's how you manage conflict. It is amazing. I know when they went to bed, Jonathan was a bit confused because he didn't understand what was happening, but at least they waited till morning and allowed sanity to reign, which is amazing. And I love that. I wish Lucy could take a page from their book. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl, Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island Australia Season 7, Episode 7. So we pick up with the Islanders. Obviously, Lucy has spun the whole villa and people are sort of rattled because they don't know what's happening. You have Gabby sort of speaking to the girls and she's saying, I want to have a conversation with you away from Lucy, it seemed. And she was telling them exactly what Lucy had been telling her. And so for everybody to say to her, you just need to focus on you and Jonathan and monitor his actions, because his actions are saying he's all about you. Whatever Lucy's telling you doesn't sort of align with what Jonathan is doing. And I'm happy that they did that, because that was able to steady her and she didn't need to lash out at Jonathan. And I'm also happy that on her part, Gabby didn't run to Jonathan and start screaming, "Why are you playing me? Why are you doing this?" But she allowed herself to sort of settle in, sort of listen for second, third opinions, and then decided what to do. This is what I think. Lucy messed the whole villa up and then decided that, I think I've screwed up. Let me run and sort of repair whatever damage I've caused. She couldn't go back to Jana because obviously Jana was upset with her and told her, "I'll speak to you tomorrow." Then she decided to try and speak to the boys, and the boys were sort of frazzled because she was trying to speak to Ross and Mike and they couldn't understand why she needed to talk to them, because this has nothing to do with them. But I love the fact that they were the peanut gallery and they were just listening to things sort of go off with the girls, because she went to the girls, tried to sort of initiate a conversation, and the girls were telling her, "We're not in the mood. Wait until tomorrow. We'll have a conversation." And she was in damage control mode and was really trying to see if people could listen to her. For her to say, "I don't understand why everyone is against me and why everyone doesn't want to listen to me." Girl, what do you think? What do you think? I've always had everyone's best interest at heart. No, you haven't. You've prioritized Lucy and you don't care about whatever happens to anybody else. You've got best friends in this villa and you haven't cared to even check on them to say, "Jana, how are you doing? I know I've messed up, but how are you doing at the moment? Do you need anything? Can I do anything for you?" No, you haven't done that, but you've been running around, making out with guys, trying to secure your place in the villa and make sure that you're not, the second island, or third or second or fourth, or whatever island are dumped. So I don't get it. I love that the boys were listening. You had Ross and Mike just listening and just sort of chewing on their popcorn while they listened to what the girls were saying. And they were right to sort of pick up that Lucy was just mumbling. She wasn't making sense in whatever she was saying. She was just talking for the sake of talking, and not because she had a point to prove, but just because I think she expected everyone to sort of rally around her and sort of try and empathize with her and say, "Oh, you poor you, you're the victim, these people are playing." No, that wasn't it. And I'm happy the guys didn't, the girls didn't allow her to sort of spin that narrative. You had Connor come up. He tried to sort of find out what was going on. He ended up being a spectator as well to this mess that was going on with the girls. And I love that Ross was saying, why is Lucy upset? She is the one who's going around kissing the guys. So why is she upset that, everybody else is not buying whatever nonsense she's trying to sell? And it's like, because she knows that the girls can see through her mess and she knows it's not a good look. And she's now worried that they're going to kick her out. This is why she was doing all that. You have Shana eventually go up to Lucy and say to Lucy, you need to take a step back. You need to wait until tomorrow. People are telling you they're not in the mood to speak to you. You need to pick up on that and keep it stepping. I said this when I watched Love Island. I don't remember which country. When I said, I feel like the buzzword in the villa is, can I pull you for a chat? Because I think the islanders are told that if someone pulls you for a chat, you cannot say no. And I think this is why, regardless of the fact that everyone was ignoring her, she kept saying, can I pull you for a chat? Can I pull you for a chat? And the other islanders were being dismissive. And I think she was expecting production or someone to sort of step up and say to her, what are you doing? Anyway, you have everyone get ready for bed. Lucy is in this space where she doesn't know what to do. She's rattled. She's upset everyone. And she's sort of trying to readjust and sort of see if she can get everybody on board. Jana, on her part, went and slept outside. She said it's not because of Mike, but she felt she needed a moment because this guy has just walked into the villa and she's rattled and she doesn't know what to do. So I'm happy that, things seemed to settle down and everybody went off to sleep. In the morning, you had the islanders wake up. You had Jana have a conversation with, Mike, which I'm happy she did, and she explained to him that the reason I slept outside was not because of you. It was too much. I was overwhelmed, and I just needed a moment to be by myself, and to sort of silence the noise and see if I can sort of come up with a plan of what I'm going to do next. And it's like, well, if that works for you, good for you. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to sort of spaz out. This is going to be recorded till eternity. So whatever you do is going to stay there and people are going to be able to watch it. So I'm happy she was able to sort of pacify herself, get a moment, calm down, and then sort of regroup and start a new day afresh. So amazing for her. You have Cooper and Lacey go for a chat. I didn't quite understand this chat. I don't even know whether it was needed, because Lacey on a part is saying, are you still open to exploring a connection? Well, she was trying to suss out where Cooper is. What Lacey wants, or what she expected, was all the guys in the villa would be chasing after her, and so she's trying to keep everybody interested in her, and she's doing anything and everything, including making out with guys, so that they're keen on her. So I love that Cooper was saying, I'm not going to continue wasting my time with you if you are really not into me. So I want to see where we stand and see if there's a way forward. And it's like, girl, you're wasting everybody else's time. So keep it stepping. I think everybody has seen through what you are trying to do. You then have Jonathan go for a chat with Gabby. I loved this chat. I really did, because they went to a secluded place, didn't wait for everybody else to sort of hear what they were saying. There was no screaming, no shouting. There was a adult conversation, because you had Gabby say to Jotham, she told me that you're more into her than you are into me, and that your chats with her are better than your chats with me. And Jotham said that was at the beginning. This is not what is happening now. So I don't understand why she's telling you that. And it's like, Sherlock Holmes, everybody can see she's looking for someone to keep her in the villa. So she's going to say what she thinks everybody needs to hear in order for her, to feel secure. So I'm not surprised that they were able to see through that. They were able to make amends, kiss and make up, which was really good for them, because I loved it. At least they were in a sort of peaceful place in their connection, because I want Jonathan to stay until the very end. I think is entertainment gold. Anyway, the islanders are sort of hanging around the villa. You have Isabelle receive a message. Isabelle and Connor want to get wet. Prepare to leave the villa for a romantic date with the sand and sea. Hashtag life is a bitch. Hashtag slap, sloppy kiss. And it's like, these people are given a date. I think production is trying to sell them as that secure couple that starts from the very beginning. They're reminding me of Tara and what was his name? Ty or whatever it is. And so I don't get their appeal. I really don't. And I don't know why they're still in the villa. I would easily want them to sort of leave the villa. Anyway, they get ready for their date. They go for their date. It was boring. It was like watching paint dry. Really, it was boring. There was nothing that they said that made sense because they were talking about the fact that they really like one another. They don't see anyone else being ideal for them. And it's like, buddy, if you found your person, the door's open, get out. To the left. It's barely week 2 and you're already telling us that you're closed off. Make that make sense. I'm not buying that and I'm not here for that. Anyway, I digress. You have Jana and Jonathan have a conversation. I don't understand which part of that lesson she couldn't get, because Jonathan was saying to her, "We are Australia. Then there's Asia. Asia is connected to Europe, and then there's America. There's North America, South America. So what part of that couldn't she understand? Oh, do you mean Asia is at the top of England? Oh, at the top of Europe. Sorry." It's like, God, what are they teaching in geography? How can people not understand the map? How? I didn't get it and I didn't understand it. And I thought it was really a flaw on her part. And it's really not a good look. I think at times if you don't know anything, just keep quiet. I really do. Maybe because I travel a lot, so I know where the continents are. But that was just off-putting for me. Anyway, I loved that Jonathan seems to be the big brother for Jana, because Jana was saying, I broke up with Kai because of girls, so I'm going to need you to be my sounding board and someone to sort of ground me and keep me stable. And I was just like, oh, I really love that. That's really cute. You have the date come to an end. I didn't get anything from that date. They were kissing, they were making up. They seemed giddy and happy, and it's like, if that works for you, good for you. Otherwise, I am not buying it. Lacey on her part went for a chat with Kai. I didn't understand the purpose of that chat. I really didn't. I think Lacey wants all the guys, as I've said countless times, to be interested in her. As long as they are keen on her, she is good. The moment they show lack of interest, then she panics because she doesn't want to go home. She doesn't want to be the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th islander to go home. I think she wants to stay till the very end. So for Kai to ask her, do you still want me to explore you? Or are you worried about the toxicity of you being best friends with my ex and how that can sort of affect your time in the villa? Lacey can never say anything that's straightforward. She always mumbles and goes in circles and barely makes sense. I wonder what the guys hear from her or understand from what she says, apart from the fact that they like that she's always making out with them. That's the only impression that I get, that they love that she's always making out with them. After that conversation, you had Lacey go and drag Jana for a chat, because she went and asked Jana for a chat. Jana said no. Oh, we have to talk. I want to talk. And it's like, buddy, it's not always about you. I am the one in pain. Why are you forcing yourself to to cleanse your conscience by wanting to cause more pain, to me? What have I done? I didn't get it. So they went for a chat, and the chat was pointless. It really was pointless, because you had, Jana saying to Lacey, we are friends. And yet, when this guy walked in, you couldn't even take 2 minutes to check on me, to say, are you okay? Do you need anything? All you were worried was about the guy that had walked in and you're busy salivating and doing everything else. Jana is correct. I'm Team Jana in this. And for Lacey to try and pretend like she didn't do that, doesn't. Oh, but I did say, are you okay? No, that's not enough. Your friend was frazzled. She was spazzing out around the villa, and you couldn't even take 2 minutes to sort of check on her and make sure she's okay. So the audacity and the idea that you didn't see that and you feel like, it's being overplayed doesn't make sense to me. Connor and Isabelle came back from their date. The fact that they were telling each other that, they were telling everyone, I can see it. I can see her being my girlfriend if things continue the way they are. And it's like, okay, if that's what you want, if that's the case, go home. I think they want to be the mommy and daddy of the villa, and if you're the mommy and the daddy of the villa, then you have more security in regards staying power, and I think this is where they are. I don't want to assume that there is a connection that's very strong that they can't sort of explore with anyone else. Lacey, on her part, is busy making the rounds in the villa. She wants to stay in the villa, so she's going to do whatever it takes to stay. You have the islanders get ready for the night. The guys were doing some sort of strutting, walking down the catwalk. You had, Mike be the coach and sort of instructing them on what to do. Afterwards, everybody came out, picked up their drinks. They were very happy and they were celebrating. And then you had a message come in for the islanders to gather around the fire pit immediately. So at the fire pit, you had Kai stand up. He was asked to pick the person he wanted to couple up with. He speech tried to sort of play in with Jana and sort of mess with her mind, because some of the things he said, you'd have thought he was going to pick Jana. Anyway, he picked Lacey. Anyone surprised? No. Lacey has been going hard to be saved, so she wanted him to pick her, so there's nothing new there. The fact that for the first time she didn't kiss him when she got up there and tried to sort of pretend like she wasn't happy to be chosen doesn't make sense. Her being chosen meant that Cooper was now vulnerable because she had been exploring a connection with him. Cooper was given 24 hours to find a connection with somebody else, and then the Islanders left the fire pit. For Lacey to then run and sort of try and check in on Cooper, it's like, girl, you haven't checked in on this man all this time. Suddenly, now that he's vulnerable, you've decided to check on him. Make it make sense. Jana went for a chat on the terrace with Mike, and they were having a conversation, and she was telling Mike that, I'm so sorry, I've been frazzled. It's just because it's been a lot. I've been overwhelmed with my ex coming in, but I want you to know I'm still open to exploring you. I'm still open to getting to know you. And Mike was saying, it's surprising that she's changed. She's done a 180 from yesterday. She's holding my hand. She's being more intimate. She's being more affectionate. So I think Mike needs to just explore that, because that's what he's left with. And then if another bombshell comes in and they align, amazing. If they don't, it is what it is. But I like Mike. I think he hasn't yet got his opportunity to shine. You had Lacey and Kai go for a chat on the terrace. And personally, Lacey has shown her hand, because she's been kissing and doing everything with this guy. Now that she's in a couple with him, she doesn't want to do that because she has the security of being in the couple. Now she's interested in sort of exploring somebody else or waiting for the bombshell to come in. And it's like she's playing stupid games and she's going to win stupid prizes, because all the guys are going to see through this, and eventually she's going to be single because nobody wants to have their time wasted. The fact that she was refusing to kiss Kai when the other day she kept kissing him. Oh, I've got red lipstick. This is my signature lipstick. No, she knew exactly what she was doing. She just didn't want to kiss him because she didn't want to give him the security. She wants to keep him guessing as to whether or not they're in a couple. And that's the impression that I get. You then had her go and speak to Cooper, and it's like she likes the idea that she's constantly stolen between people. She expected Jotham to go into that couple with Gabby and then immediately come back. When he didn't do that, she then ran to Cooper, and now that she's got the person that she was chasing, she is now trying to get Cooper to pick her. That way, whoever picks her, she's not vulnerable. That's the impression that I get. Cooper on his part is too big for the nonsense that he's pulling. Really, he really is. I don't get why he has to be that childish and very immature. For him to have a back and forth with Kai over Lacey, Gabby was right. Gabby was right, because Lacey was eating it up. This is what she wants. She wants the guys fighting over her. She wants to know that she has the security that if one person doesn't pick her, somebody else is going to pick her. So I can't wait to see what happens when the new bombshell walks in, because I have a feeling that Cooper is going to run after the bombshell as soon as she walks in. I can't wait. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 6. Bye guys.